Hi. We're a month away from Christmas. Thought it's about time to start the Christmas baking. I love making cookies in general, so even more so when it's Christmas time, obviously. Um, I thought I'd try a new recipe. I like shortbreads, and I like shortbreads with candied fruits and peels. But some of my family hate the old and dried up fruits. So I thought I'd try something else and substitute the candied peels and fruits by candies. Yeah, right. With some fruit flavor. So they're not dry, they're squishy. And they're quite good. They're very sweet though. But so is candied fruits. So um it's a simple recipe. It's a good shortbread, and let me show you what you'll need in order to be able to bake it. So here you go. Here's what you need in order to be able to make them. You will need a cup of unsalted butter, 2/3 cups of powdered sugar, 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, 3 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1 egg yolk. You will also need 2 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I already put it in, it's in. And my secret ingredient in this case is a 1/2 cup of the chopped up fruit, jujubes or gummies or the candies. So as you have seen, I added the zest, the juice, and the egg yolk, and I beat with the butter and the sugar until it's fluffy. I didn't put the sound on because my mixer is really loud. So this is what it looks like, the cream mixture. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the flour. What I did is I've added the cut it up candies into the flour in order to separate as much as possible and avoid having large clumps, because ideally you want to have like evenly spaced goodies throughout the dough. Now I'm incorporating it in my creamed mixture. And yes, I could again take the mixer, electric mixer, and mix it up. But as I said, it's very loud. And after all, I am a grand one, which means like an older lady. So I kind of like my spoon. I feel comfortable with it. I'm putting the rest of it in. It's really, as I said, a very simple and friendly recipe. And it's very tasty. That's the whole purpose, as far as I know. So I'm mixing it up. Yeah, we're getting there. Don't worry, we're getting there. And of course, by that time, I have flour a little bit everywhere. Give me a second. Right. So once that I've mixed everything together, what I did is dropped my mix on the cupboard and formed a log. Well, actually, I formed a rectangle because I like having different shape of cookies. You can make a log if you want, so that when you cut the slices, they'll make like round cookies. But having a log makes it into little rectangles, which is fine. This is what it looks like. So this little guy is gonna go in the fridge now for a few hours, if not overnight, because you really want to be able to slice it and handle it, and it's always easier to handle dough when it's cold. So see you later, guys. So the dough was in the fridge for a couple of hours. So as you can see, it's hard. So we're gonna cut. Personally, well, you do it by eye, but it's always like nice to have a little bit of a template or an ID that you're doing it right. So I found this ID, and for me it works. So you do it however you want. It's up to you. Because my intent is to try and get it as close as possible to a quarter of an inch. But it's not a science. It's like if it's not perfect, I'm not gonna be upset. It's just to start me, to give me a gauge, and then I feel good about it, and I just go on. You want to leave room about an inch at least between the cookies. They're not going to extend that much, but still, it's not a bad idea to leave a bit of room. Oops. And I guess I should have said it or mentioned it, but you would have set your oven at 350 Fahrenheit. In Canada, we're still in Fahrenheit, even though we're supposed to be in centigrade. We kind of still think in Fahrenheit somehow, for some reason. And they're going to be in there for 10, 12 minutes or so. You want the edges to be golden or slightly brown. That's how you decide that your cookie is cooked. So I'm going to take these and put them in the oven, and then I'll show you what they look like afterwards. Here goes. Rien d'autre. Ah, c'est des passes de test. I think we can serve them too. Simone. Have a good evening.